ECDL Advanced, Excel, Lesson 36, Working with an Outline. Outlines are used to restrict the amount of data seen on a worksheet. When an outline is created, the levels appear around summary rows and columns, as these are usually the most important areas of a worksheet. Levels can be expanded and collapsed using the buttons described in the last exercise, Lesson 35. Okay, let's open the workbook Retail, and we're wanting to add an auto outline to the worksheet. Make sure you've got the Data tab selected, and then the down arrow just underneath the Group button, select Auto Outline. Just as an aside, when I tried this the first time, Excel would not allow me to create an outline. And the reason why is because in an earlier exercise, when we'd used this particular spreadsheet, we'd actually added conditional formatting. We were told not to save it, but I inadvertently saved it, and as a result, because the conditional formatting was in place, I couldn't add auto outlines. So, if you've done the same as me, the first thing I would do is get rid of conditional formatting. To do that, you would go Home, click on the conditional formatting, and then Clear Rules, and Clear Rules from Entire Sheet. Okay, for those of you that didn't make that particular mistake, let's carry on where we were. We've created the auto outline. The outline is fully expanded. It has 4 row levels and 2 column levels. We want to hide the first row level by clicking on the row level button 3. This is now 1 level down. Hide the rows by clicking on the Hide Detail symbol for the first level, and now the worksheet should only show 3 rows. Hide the columns by clicking on the column level for button 1, and the worksheet will now be fully collapsed, showing only the tax and net profit. So therefore all we'll have is rows 1, 13 and 14. Display the rows to the third level by clicking on the row level button 3. Click on the Hide Detail symbol next to row 11, and this will hide the turnover and spending rows. Please do practice showing and hiding levels using the plus button and the minus button. In other words, the Show Detail or the Hide Detail. To remove the auto outline, don't forget to get into the Data tab and then click the down arrow underneath Ungroup and select Clear Outline. And as can be seen, the outline has now been removed. Rows and columns can be highlighted and an outline added manually if the auto outline is not satisfactory. So let's select rows 2 and 3. We're using the row headings for this selection, and then click the Group button to add an outline to row 4. Next, highlight rows 5 to 9 and group them to add an outline. Next, highlight rows 2 right the way down to 13 and group them to add another outline level. Highlight columns B to M and group them to add a horizontal outline. An outline has now been manually created with 3 row levels and 2 column levels. Collapse all the levels. Now expand all the levels and highlight rows 2 and 3. Then click the Ungroup button to remove a part of the outline. To remove the whole outline, click on any cell and then click the Ungroup button drop-down and select Clear Outline as we did last time. The outline has now been removed. OK, close the workbook without saving. OK, we've got to the end of section 8. Your job now is lesson 37, which is the revision exercise, which will be on the topic of outlines. And I look forward to seeing you next time when we're going to be starting a new section, section 9, which will be the topic of scenarios. OK, I look forward to seeing you then.